Hello boys and girls, Hannah Baker here, live and in stereo. No returning engagements, no encore, and this time, absolutely no requests. I hope you're ready because I'm about to tell you the story of my life. More specifically, why my life ended. And if you're listening to these tapes, you're one of the reasons why. I'm not saying which tape brings you into the story, but fear not, if you receive this lovely box, your name will pop up, I promise. The rules are pretty simple. There are only two. Number 1, you listen. Number 2, you pass it on. Hopefully neither one would be easier for you. When you're done listening to all 13 sides, because there are 13 sides to every story, rewind the tapes, put them back in the box, and pass it on to whoever follows your little tale. In case you're tempted to break the rules, understand that I did make a copy of these tapes. Those copies will be released in every public manner if this package doesn't make it through all of you. This is not a spur-of-the-moment decision. Do not take me for granted. Again, you are being watched. Alex Standall, it's your turn. I'm sure you have no idea why you're on here, Alex. I'm sure you think you did a good thing, right? You voted me thickest in freshman class. How could anyone be angry at that? Maybe some people think you were right in choosing me. I don't think so, but let me put it this way. I don't think my thickness, as you call it, was the deciding factor. I think the deciding factor was revenge. This tape is about how people change when they see your name on a stupid list. For every name, every story that completes this list, but guess what? Every single event documented on here may have never happened if you, Alex, not written my name on that list. It's that simple. You needed a name to put down opposite Jessica's, and since everyone in school already had a perverted image of me, I was the perfect choice, wasn't I? This tape isn't about what you did, Alex. It's about the repercussions of what you did. More specifically, it's about the repercussions to me. It's about the things you didn't plan, the things you couldn't plan. So tell me, Jessica, which do you mean to do? Punch me or scratch me? Because it felt like a little bit of both, like you couldn't really decide. And what was it you called me? Not that it matters, but just for the record. Because I was too busy lifting my hand and ducking, but you got me. That tiny scar you've seen above my eyebrow, that's the shape of Jessica's fingernail, which I plucked out myself. Or maybe you've never seen it, but I see it every morning when I get ready for school. Good morning, Hannah, it says. And every night when I get ready for bed. Sleep tight. But it's more than just a scratch. It's a punch in the stomach and a slap in the face. It's a knife in my back because you would rather believe some made-up rumor than what you knew to be true. Jessica, my dear, I'd really love to know if you dragged yourself to my funeral, and if you did you notice your scar? And what about yourself? And what about you, the rest of you? Did you notice the scars you left behind? Probably not, because most of them can't be seen within the naked eye. Sometimes you need to be quiet when you're all alone, like me right now. Shh. For example, you better be quiet, extremely quiet, if you're going to be a peeping Tom, because what if they heard? What if I found out? Guess what, Tyler Down? I found out. I'm trying to understand the excitement of staring through someone's bedroom window, watching someone who doesn't know they're being watched. Trying to catch them in the act of. What were you trying to catch me in the act of, Tyler? And were you disappointed or pleasantly surprised? Okay, a show of hands, please. Who knows where I am? Who knows where I'm standing right now? If you sat outside Tyler's window, you're right, and that's A4 on your maps. Let's take a peek inside before you get home, shall we? A hallway light's on, so I can see pretty well. And yes, I see exactly what I expected. There's a bunch of camera equipment lying around. You've got quite a collection here, Tyler. A lens for every occasion. So tell me, Tyler, those nights you stood outside my window, was I spontaneous enough for you? So I walked into Rosie's and sat at the counter. When you go there, if you go there, don't order right away. Just sit and wait a little more. So sit there and every few minutes glance at the clock. The longer you wait, and this is true, the slower the hands will move. When 15 minutes are up, you have my permission to order a shake. Because 15 minutes is 10 minutes longer than it should take even the slowest person to walk there from school. Somebody isn't coming. 30 minutes is a long time to wait for a Valentine's date, especially inside Rosie's diner by yourself. It gives you plenty of time to wonder what happened. Did you forget? Calm down, Hannah. That's what I keep telling myself. You're not setting yourself up for a fall. Calm down. those were the thoughts running through my head after waiting 30 minutes for Marcus to show up, which probably didn't put me in a good frame of mind for when he finally did show up. He sat down on the stool next to me and apologized. I told him that I almost given up and left. He took my empty milkshake glass and apologized again, but in his mind he wasn't late. He wasn't sure I would even be there. And I'm not going to hold that against him. Apparently he thought we were joking about the date, or he assumed we were joking about the date. But halfway home he stopped and thought about it and headed to Rosie's just in case. And that's why you're on this tape, Marcus. You turned around just in case. Just in case I, Hannah Baker, Miss Reputation, was waiting for you. And sadly I was. At the time, I thought it might be fun. At the time, I was stupid. You stole my notes of encouragement. So what tipped me off? It's simple, really. Everyone was getting notes. Everyone. And for the most insignificant of things, every time someone even got a haircut, they got a bunch of notes. And there were people in that class I considered friends who would have put something in my bag after I chopped off my hair. Come to think of it, I cut my hair the very day Marcus Cooley and I met at Rosie's. Wow, that's weird. All of those warning signs they tell us to watch out for, they're true. I went straight from Rosie's to get my hair cut. I needed a change, just like they said. So I changed my appearance, the only thing I had control over. Amazing. Maybe it didn't seem like a big deal to you, Zach, but now I hope you understand. My world was collapsing. I needed those notes. I needed any hope those notes might have offered. And you took that hope away. You decided I didn't deserve to have it. So Zach, how many notes did you take? How many notes were there that I never got to read? And did you read them? I hope so. At least someone should know what people really think of me.